Hi G Squad, hi everyone, hi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I welcome you to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Please, I hope you will subscribe and become part of the family. For all my returning subscribers and subbies or my returning DD squads, thank you for coming back. I want to say thank you to everyone that has been asking where I am. So here I am, guys. I know even my tone at the moment is not my hyped up, enthusiastic tone. Don't mind me. I'm all sweaty now from the workout and my hair is a mess. But anyway, I know that I told everyone that this year I'm gonna be more, consistent. I'm gonna vlog more. I'm gonna just be very active on my channel. But after my last video that I posted, life just hit me with a really bad curveball. I'm trying my best not to be very emotional because this video is just so difficult for me to do right now. But I feel like since I'm going through a process and we were hit with this curveball, I'm really finding it very difficult to focus on a lot of things at the moment. So where I've been for the past almost over 2 months, going for 3 months, is that shortly after my last me posting my last video, you guys know, from the beginning of my channel, I always mention my mom in all of my videos or most of my videos. By now, like, she has been very big part of my life, obviously, because she's my mommy. So I think it was a week or two after I posted my last video that my mom ended up in hospital, and the doctors discovered that she has a tumor in the brain, and they already, I don't know, I was already stressed by then. I couldn't concentrate on a lot of things because all of us, we were in and out of the hospital. We were even that 1 week that she was discharged, because we still spent Easter weekend with her, so she was discharged from the hospital. We were taking turns being with my mom, and then the tumor wasn't cancerous, as they told us, but it was starting to affect her mobility because of where the tumor was in her brain. It was located, and it was putting pressure on the nerves or on the brain that regulates movement. So my mom opted to go and for the option of removing it. They removed the tumor successfully, but however, my mom just didn't recover from the operation, and she didn't make it. So that hit us all very hard. So that's why I've been taking so long to even say anything, because it's very emotional and I can't get through a day without crying. I still can't believe that she's gone. I mean, like, how is that possible? Like, the one day you find, I mean, we went into this year and she was as healthy as a horse. We got the news in March and we were very hopeful because it wasn't a cancerous tumor. It seemed like everything would go well. All the tests they did, it seemed like she was strong enough for the op. How can somebody, like, in March we found out, in April, end of April, she was gone. She was mostly the first person I spoke to in the morning. The last person I would say goodnight to over the phone. We used to video call a lot. I told my mom everything. She was my biggest supporter, even for this channel, even me with my ministry, even me with my weight loss. The only reason why I'm continuing and keep trying and keep going with looking after myself is because she asked me, please don't ever go back there to a place where you can't walk or take care of yourself. So every morning I get up with that. I look at her picture and I get up. Even if I'm walking on the treadmill crying, I still do it because of her. Because she would be the one to ask me, are you up yet? Are you on the treadmill? Are you at the gym? Are you walking? What are you eating? What's on the menu for today? She was like that person. So I always hear her voice. And that's the one thing that keeps me going. When my mom was sick in hospital, I tried my best to stick to my eating plan and exercising, but it was very difficult because having to go to the hospital in the mornings and in the afternoons or evenings, my routine, like my normal routine was just thrown out a little bit. And not just that, I just couldn't focus on anything else other than being my mom, there for my mom and us as her children, my siblings, my brothers, and my sisters. We just clubbed together, like, to make sure that my mom is taken care of and she's okay. And she knows that she's got support. So I couldn't focus on anything else other than my mom and work. And I even had to put some of the things I'm responsible for at church. I had to put that aside because it was hard for me to focus. And as a result of that also, I tend to have skipped meals because I'm an emotional eater. I've told you guys that So going through this really difficult time was hard. It was really difficult. So I was just so scared. I was terrified of slipping back and going into that emotionally eating pattern of mine, or that old habit of when I'm stressed I eat and I want to eat. So instead of going that direction, I would go in the direction of not eating at all, in order just to force myself not to pick up weight. So in that, I still made sure that I followed up with the dietitian whenever I had to see her. I still went. So when it comes to my weight has stood still. I haven't gained anything, but I also haven't lost anything, because I think me skipping and maybe like starving myself, my body kind of holds on, but that's how my body is. If I fast or like starve myself, or go into those diets where you fasting or starving yourself, I don't lose weight. My body holds on to that weight because it goes into survival mode. So nothing has been happening with my weight. It's just been standing still, but I'm grateful that I haven't gained. So that is just so hard for me. This period is just very hard. I am trying to still wrap my head around the pain I'm feeling of losing my mom, my bestie, my counselor, my confidant, my mommy, I'm just trying to wrap my head around that first. And so the dietitian also, she put me on protein shakes for now, just to try and keep me stabilized, because at the moment she just said to me, "Please go through the process of grief. Don't not frustrate yourself, but don't put more pressure on yourself with the weight issue. Just do this. Just try not to skip meals. If you feel like you don't want to eat, or you don't have time for it or whatever, then just have a protein shake and do it." But protein shakes are just so difficult for me because I don't have a sweet tooth. So protein shakes just don't do nothing. I have tried every bit of recipe I could think of to make it taste nice, but so because I don't have a sweet tooth, I'm more of a salty person than sweet. She put me on like soups. I can make like my own soup, or I can buy the Kappa soup. And then there's this other soup that she also suggested to me. I'll put it on the screen for you to check out. So that would also be like a good meal replacement, and that has been good for me, especially when I don't have time to eat, or I feel like I want to go on a binge, but I still have to be disciplined. So I will make myself a cup of soup and drink it slowly. That also does help. So for the past 2-3 weeks, I've been back at exercising again, just getting back into my routine that I was before my mom got ill and before the funeral and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I never thought I would have to face this, face grief while you are right in the middle of still your journey, but life just throws you curveballs that we did not see this coming at all. We didn't see it coming. I if you told me that 2023 I was gonna lose my mom, I'm like, what? Because my mom was as healthy as a horse, so we thought. And 1 minute she's complaining that she's dizzy. In March month she complained that she's dizzy. April she's gone. Like, how like, why? So yeah, I don't know, guys. I really don't know how to deal with this. I am taking it one day at a time, and I'm also grateful for the fact that I mentioned it in one of my other videos, that get a support structure around you when you are losing weight, or when you're going through this process, like me, who was so morbidly obese. You cannot do it on your own. You can't. You need like every form of support. With it should be a counselor, it should be a few friends, it should be an exercise buddy, and yes, it should be your doctors, like the dietitian and the weight loss doctor that put me on Ozempic. I still see him. I went to go see him. It must have been 2 weeks after my mom's funeral. I went to go see him because in my head I still hear my mom saying, hey, don't skip your doctor's appointments, go to them. And even if you feel like you have to go to your dietitian and you feel like, oh, this month I didn't do well, still go find out what your stats are, go still see what the damage is. If you feel like you didn't do well, don't skip your doctor's appointment. So I went to go see him as well, and I told him what was going on, and he said to me, I should take my time and listen to the dietitian. So I've got doctors around me who I still have to go and see and clock in with. So those visits, knowing that I still have to go see those visits, those keep me grounded. And having to go see the dietitian every month as well, just to know what my stats are, and having friends that checks on you, my siblings who check on me, and make sure that I exercise. My husband, who also like make sure, hey, are you gonna go to the gym, are you gonna be on your treadmill? You need that support structure, and it can't just be one person. So that I feel like when the one person can no longer fulfill their role, then the other structures you've put around you can still fill that role, or push you to the point that you need to be, or to the place or the level that you need to be. So yeah, the support structure is very important. I'm not dealing very well with the grief. I wake up at night, in the middle of the night, crying because I can't stop dreaming about my mom. Like you dream, you're with her, or you're talking to her, and when you wake up after that, when you wake up, you realize, no man, this person's not here for me to talk to. I still relive that night when she passed, with the hospital called in the middle of the night, telling us to come to the hospital because my mom's not doing well. When we got there, all of that, just hearing them trying to resuscitate her, all of those trauma, my mom just in the bed, lifeless, my mom in a body bag, all of that, still plays in my head. I still relive that night a lot. So I know I always tell people, like, look after your mental health and go for counseling. But I don't even know if this counselor is ready to go and deal with it, because it hurts so much. It's gonna be a while. But I know that she always used to say to me, you need to keep going, you know. And she was my biggest supporter of my channel, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, and encouraging me to shoot content and what subjects and topics to talk about on my channel. So I miss my mom. I miss her so much. Like, the other day I went to a woman's breakfast, right? And when I got home, you know, I was feeling okay, I was feeling good. And my husband said, I'm quickly going to go sort out some few stuff for the church. Are you gonna be okay on your own? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine, don't worry. I'm just gonna call my mom and tell her how the event was. And then I realized, like, that's what I used to always do, send her pictures, send her videos. Oh, mommy, look at the venue, look at where I am, you know, look at how nice this place is, look at, oh, I'll call her, oh, mommy, the function was just so, you know, or, oh, it was so boring, or, oh, that food was terrible. So I would call her even after her event. So having to say that, and then I realized, like, oh my gosh, I can't phone her to tell her about the event I just attended. Wow. I just lost it. I started crying again. So it's like that. The memories, the grief, the longing, the missing, and all that just comes like a wave. And yeah, guys. So that is what I've been going through. And so I am trying to get my life back on track, because I can still hear my mom's voice saying to me that you have got to be kidding. Get up, get up. I still hear her voice in my head. So I will keep on going, and I will keep on trying. So I hope you guys can understand why I was quiet for the past 2 months or over 2 months. That is what has been happening. I know that everyone wants progress, everyone wants to know what's going on with my weight loss. I will keep you informed, guys. I'm going to go hit the shower now and make some breakfast, something to eat, because now I'm trying to get back into the routine of having my normal meals as the dietitian prescribed. So that is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna just make me some breakfast. So maybe I should show you guys what I'm eating for breakfast, so stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you for all the love, guys. For those who did know about my mom's passing, for everyone who came to the funeral, for everyone who sent their condolences, for everyone's support, for my mom's church. Oh my gosh, they were wonderful towards us, and I appreciate everyone. God bless you. Bye, guys.